All right, now we're looking at a type of problem from an example of a problem from section 5.2. It says solve the system by substitution. Now, whenever we want to substitute, we want to look for a coefficient that's 1 or minus 1, because that's going to make life a whole lot easier. Well, it turns out that suits the bill right here. And what's nice is it's already solved for y, so all we have to do is plug the equivalent, which is this thing, into y. So what do we have? We have y equals 4x minus 1. All right, and that's our first equation. But our second equation is the one we're going to do the substitution in. We have 6x minus 5. Now instead of putting a y, I'm going to put a parenthesis in here, equals minus 2. Then I'm going to take this thing and plop it in here. So that's 4x minus 1. Now I have one equation and one unknown. Whenever you see that, you should know, aha! Either it has one solution, or it has no solutions, or in very rare cases it has infinitely many solutions. So this probably has a solution. So let's see if we can find it. All right, first thing, we're going to get rid of the parentheses by distributing the 5. First, we're going to multiply minus 5 times 4x. Well, after we copy this. And that's minus 20x. Minus 5 times minus 1, that's a plus. And that's a 5. That equals minus 2. Okay, so now we have 6x minus 20x. That's minus 14x plus 5 equals minus 2. We combine like terms. Now let's get rid of the 5 by subtracting it from both sides. And we have minus 14x, that's 0, equals minus 7. Oops, sorry. Divide both sides by minus 14. Divide that by minus 14. And that's 1. So we get x equals minus divided by a minus is a plus. And 7 goes into 7 once, 7 goes into 14 twice. So this is a half. Okay, so now we plug this into our second equation. We could plug it into the first equation, it really doesn't matter. So we get 6 times a half, right, there's our half, minus 5y equals minus 2. Okay, so that's 1, that's 3. So we have 3 minus 5y equals minus 2. Alrighty, let's subtract 3 from both sides. Oops, and that goes away, that's 0. Minus 5y equals minus 5. Divide both sides by minus 5. And I get minus over minus is plus. And that's going to essentially be y. Minus 5 over minus 5 is 1. So I have the solution, actually, is the point 1/2, 1. Now, just to demonstrate that I could actually have substituted here, let me do this substitution again. Only I'll substitute in the first equation. I'll get the same result, but I just want to demonstrate that. So I have y equals 4 times 1/2. Okay, that's from here, minus 1. Well, 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 times twice. So that's 2 minus 1. I get y equals 1. So I get the same answer regardless. And of course, what you want to do now is you want to check. Alright, does that solution work for both equations? So let's go up and check equation 1. Equation 1 is y equals 4x minus 1. Y equals 4x minus 1. And that's equation 1. Alright, so we're going to substitute in 1 for y equals 4 times 1/2 minus 1. Now that's 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 twice. So, oh, and of course the question is, does this equal? We don't know, but it's becoming apparent. All right, this is going to be 2 times 1, which is 2 minus 1. Does 1 equal 1? Yeah, of course it does. Yes. Or true is actually what we're looking for. So the first equation is true. Let's try the second equation. If that's true, then we've checked our solution. 6x minus 5y equals minus 2. 6x minus 5y equals minus 2. What's y? Y is 1. X is minus a half. No, I'm sorry, x is a half. Alright, so that's 2 goes into 2 ones, 2 goes into 6 3 times. 3 times 1 is 3. Minus 5 times 1 is 5. Of course, the question is, does that equal? Does that equal minus 2? Well, you can see, yes, it does. Minus 2 equals minus 2. That's true. Since it's true for both equations, then the solution 1/2 and 1 is a solution. Actually, it's not a solution. It is the solution. There is only one. As you recall, if we plotted this, we would get 2 lines with only one intersection. Alright, as before, you should now go to your book, see if you can actually do this. Try example 1 on page 292. Good luck!